It's Madden NFL 24. And look out for Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Gunnar Olszewski. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career, because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the 1st round, we'll find out Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Love. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Love going to give this one to Jones. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, whatever you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the 2nd-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game, and he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play fake. Here's Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Pickett on 4th down, sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He'll buy some time right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On second down, Love once more. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
22 yards there, a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Love now on second down. He finds his receiver, Watson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Up the middle, Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the
under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. To throw now. Here's Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So here now the rookie 6th-rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows? They may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out. 21-3 is your score after 1. Following the interception, Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team,
so I need 4 touchdowns with him. He's 4 of them.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. Off play action. Pickett rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Harris running straight ahead. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help
I
as
called
they
that
dump
wrong,
him
but
behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously. Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
God damn.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Pickett to throw on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Pickett. Eluding the press. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll go down at the 28. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Short pass to Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So here now the rookie 6th rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. For left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really, really be demoralizing.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. So we reach halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yards.
And caught up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
I didn't see him. I was looking downfield.
Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He'll complete this one to Watson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. They'll go again to Jones. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Adam Jones is just
created a nice sustained
killing
drive
me.
off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 19. Love, they go play action now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on second and long. Love. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Final minute now of the third quarter. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, I don't want to do this again.
Pickett back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Now Pickett on fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his right.
Okay, Robinson, you don't want to block at all, dude.
He is stopped well short of a first down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
He back now.
Out of bounds in the red zone just inside
Damn ridiculous,
the 20.
dude. Can't even get his next after this game.
Right
so that clock's going to go down very quickly.
4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
Cross force. I should just let him go in.
Touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jones looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the toss to Jones, running right. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Right, now I got to go the whole length of the field.
But it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Pickett backed up into his end zone here. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Pickett. And his throw is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to...
Yeah, I'm not getting it. No matter how much I try, I'm not going to get 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. It's not happening.
With just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On third down, here's Harris.
Aww.
Some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Looks like
I heard that he was out 2 quarters.
Shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He'll buy some time right. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, this is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't find a receiver, and
Game's
he's
over.
down.
I mean, I won, but I mean, I won the X Factor.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. The throw over the middle taken in. Hook up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Pickett now on first down. His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now Pickett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Across midfield.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's got this to Pickens. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Ready.
One last shot now for Love. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked